first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes a connection. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for space to the left. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in display on that sack.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A little screen to the running back. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Georgia! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong.
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
221 wing, 221 wing. Music now. Music turn.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in home piece where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Bennett. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Bring in the heat. He's going to run it, and he's dragged down.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing, and how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Gamecocks. The offense cashing it in on that drive. When that receiver got free, it was all... Oh, the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Takes the handoff. It's White. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run it to the right side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Makes the grab down the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with first and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO. Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move, it's Bennett. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off the RPO, complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jacobs. And the Gamecocks will keep this drive going. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fears the pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 3rd down, going up top. On a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Boston. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the point after is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his legs, it's White. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Running the red zone. It's White. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Bennett. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Unleashes one. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Hey, washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gonna run it. It's White. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it for a big play. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Gonna look downfield again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Here we go.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Bro, my fingers tapped the button, bro, by accident. That shit was a fucking free play. This quarterback is terrible, even for that pass.
Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Barrett. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this off.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by 12 to Kennesaw State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the ground, it's White. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Gives it on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Dogs are rolling down the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
A strike downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the comeback is on.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. On the move at the 30. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work.